Predictions for the Young and the Restless. Victor will kick someone out and Lily will push boundaries during a heated argument. Summary. In the latest episode of The Young and the Restless on Tuesday, June 4, it is revealed that Martin is actually Ellen's sociopath twin. This shocking revelation leaves Claire's secret infuriating Summer. Greetings to all Young and the Restless fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Young and the Restless prognostications. Victor evicts someone and Lily crosses lines while arguing. The Young and the Restless prognostications this week are filled with exposures for Tucker McCall and Ashley Abbott, also for Sally Spectra, Victor Newman, and Kyle Abbott. His part in saving Ashley Abbott from Alan Lawrence's possible evil twin. Also, suckers wonder what other counteraccusations could come from another binary plotline. Meanwhile, Sally Spectra navigates a complex relationship dynamic with Nick Newman. This happens while Adam Newman leaves City with Chelsea Lawson. Is there more in store for Sally and Nick, or will this relationship end in a blowout? Victor Newman's wrath is directed towards Cole Howard, leading to implicit pressure with Victoria Newman. In another twist, Lily Winter's hotted arguments with Billy Abbott may reignite old sparks. And eventually, Kyle Abbott's growing affection towards Claire Grace Newman might be put on hold as she cautiously navigates their budding relationship on Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless Tuesday, June 4 recapitulate Martin as Alan's sociopath twin. Claire's secret enrages Summer. The Young and the Restless spoilers recap for Tuesday, June 4, reveals that Kyle Abbott will break the news to Summer Newman about Jordan being set up alive. So Summer will be furious over Claire Grace withholding that word. Still, Claire will point out that Victor Newman wanted to stay and tell Summer himself. Kyle will back Claire up and mention Victor's before visit, but he'll also explain that Victor agreed to let him give Summer updates rather. Summer will remain worried over Claire keeping secrets after just one day on the job, so she'll dispute with Kyle after Claire leaves. Indeed so, Kyle will defend Claire and make it clear that she's staying as Harrison Abbott's nurse since he's back to his old tone. Subsequently, Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter will talk to Kyle at Society, where he'll confirm Harrison's doing better after the hijacking and praise Claire as his new nurse. Tessa and Mariah will feel a little uncertain over whether the whole nurse thing is a good idea, but Kyle will rush to Claire's defense. Mariah will intimately quiz Kyle about his particular interest in Claire, but he'll act offended over Mariah inferring that he has a crush. At the Method House, Claire will bring Victoria Newman and Cole Howard up to speed on her first day working in the Abbott Menage. Although effects went great with Harrison, Claire will admit Summer wasn't happy about her sitting on Jordan's survival news at Victor's request. That said, Claire will feel pleased over Kyle being on her side. In a moment alone with Cole, Victoria will bear her fears about Kyle since he has a problematic history, but Cole will suppose perhaps he's learned commodity from his miscalculations. Besides, having a friend will be exactly what Claire needs right now as far as Cole's concerned. Once Cole gets summoned to the main house via textbook, Victor will want to bandy Cole's treason. After mentioning that he fired Michael Baldwin, Victor will advise Cole to stay down from his family. And stay the hell down from my son. Victor will roar on Tuesday's Young and the Restless occasion. In the demand, Summer will vent to Chance Chancellor about Claire's secret, keeping before admitting she's jealous of Harrison's new bond with her. Summer will also allude about being jealous when it comes to Kyle, but she'll clarify that she just felt like a stranger watching Claire with Kyle and Harrison after their spin together. In Paris, Alan Laurent will make a shocking admission to Ashley Abbott and Tracy Abbott. After Alan confesses that his family was likely the bone who ended up in that bar with Ashley, they'll all go back to Ashley's apartment so he can explain. It turns out Alan has a binary family named Martin Laurent, who always displayed sociopathic tendencies and had a violent side. Still, Martin did well when he was on his drug and lived in a house with Alan outside Paris so that Alan could cover him. Since Martin was in a good place, Alan gave him a job and let him transcribe the notes from his sessions. That led to trouble since Martin disapproved of how Alan was playing God with the lives of certain traumatized cases. Martin went off his meds and ultimately ordered Alan to incontinently cure him. When Alan tried to explain that's not how it works, Martin attacked his family and had to be subdued. Although Alan tried to get his family impatient help, Martin obviously didn't authorize and faded. Alan searched for Martin for 2 times using private investigators before he stopped since it was getting in preoccupation. After Alan reveals all this to Ashley and Tracy, he'll also mention that he left his phone behind at the house while he was in Florence. Alan will presume that Martin showed up and answered Ashley's call, so she'll realize her picture likely appeared and allowed him to feed her at the bar. Given what Martin is like when he's off his meds, Ellen will believe commodity traumatic might have happened between Martin and Ashley that night. Tracy will point out that if they can find out what that trauma was, it'll help Ashley and lead Martin back to his family. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Ashley will have to face the painful verity soon, so we'll be sure to pass along further prognostications about Martin and what actually went down. The Young and the Restless Tuesday, June 4 update. Alan's wild story. Claire's chance at love. Cole pays the price. The Young and the Restless spoilers update for Tuesday, June 4 reveals that Ashley Abbott and Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, will find some clarity after Alan Laurent admits a family secret. It turns out Alan has a problematic family with a terrible history. This is an evil binary situation, so Alan might confess that his stock has been known to beget fermentation and supposedly impersonated him in the bar with Ashley. Of course, Ashley can't flash back the worst of what happened that night, but she'll have to dig deeper and unleash the trauma that her alters do want her to find out about. Alan's family putatively attacked Ashley and maybe tried to force her into bed with him. Whatever the case, Ashley will keep trying to put the pieces together with Alan and Tracy's help. While the Paris riddle plays out, Cole Howard will face some counter-reaction in Genoa City. Victor Newman will rip into Cole over his recent treason and contend there must be consequences. Michael Baldwin lost his job for colluding with Cole during all the Jordan drama, but what will Cole's discipline be? Time will tell, but Victor may at least make it his charge to sabotage Cole and Victoria Newman's romantic reunion. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire Grace will embrace a fresh launch now that she's settling into her new nurse job. Still, Claire can turn this trial period into a more stable position, minding for Harrison Abbott, if effects keep going well. Once Mariah Copeland exchanges with Kyle Abbott at Society, she'll snappily realize that Kyle is principally Claire's biggest addict. It'll come egregious to Mariah that Kyle might be looking for further than just fellowship with Claire. Kyle may not indeed realize his true passions until Mariah points him in the right direction, but Claire and Kyle clearly feel headed down a romantic road together. Are the Young and the Restless prognostications point to Kyle and Claire testing the waters of a relationship ultimately, but Summer Newman may not be too pleased about that news. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Claire and Kyle's growing bond could complicate effects, so stay tuned for updates on what the future holds. Thanks for watching these vids. Please hit the subscribe button for further streamlined news.